This right here is the router that you get from Bell when you sign up for their services, and this one is from Rogers. Everyone argues about who has the better Wi-Fi, Bell or Rogers, but today I'm putting both to the ultimate real-life test inside a real home. 2 routers, 2 devices, same house, same distance, no boosters or any upgrades, just pure default Wi-Fi performance, and the results honestly kind of shocked me. Let me show you the actual layout of where everything is. This is a similar layout. Bell technician came and set up the router right here, while the Rogers technician came and he set up their router at this spot. Both were asked to put the routers at the most optimized area within the apartment, and we kinda already know who made a mistake here. Anyways, this is the breakdown of all the tests that we're going to be conducting today. We're going to these spots and test the internet speed, because these are the farthest locations, and you'll constantly be able to see the distance from each router at these spots. And since it's an uncontrolled environment, we will do multiple tests to figure out which one has better results. Then we're going to move around in the apartment and you'll be able to visually see the signal strength at each location. Finally, we would do multiple website loading speed tests at the center of both routers with the same devices and at the same time. And I think this should give us an answer of which one is better for most Canadians, since we're not using any Wi-Fi extenders or signal boosters. Let's get started. First, we're doing the Wi-Fi speed test right next to the router. On the left, we have the Rogers connection, and on the right, we have the Bell's connection. After the first test, we have the Rogers as the winner, and the second test goes to Bell as the winner. And unfortunately, I would have to say that afterwards, all of the tests that we did, Bell came out strong. So now that we know that Bell overall has much faster speed right next to the router, we're moving on to the next test and moving on to the farthest point speed test. As before, on the left we have the Rogers connection, and on the right we have the Bell's connection, and we're moving to this point right here. After the first test is done, we can clearly see that Bell overall is the winner. Next, all the tests that we're going to be doing that you can see happening on the screen, Bell comes out strong as the only winner for all of these tests. We also understand that the positioning could be one of the reasons for that. So now we're moving on to the Wi-Fi sweet spot test. In this test, you can clearly see the distance of where we are from the router for both sides, Bell and Rogers, and how the signals are going up and down at the same time. So right now, we are at the farthest point right here on the map. And as you can see, Bell seems to have much better signal right here than Rogers. And now we're moving on to this spot right here. And again, Rogers has much weaker strength as compared to Bell. And just to make it more difficult, we're moving to this spot right here for Bell, just so there is a lot more hindrance in the signal. But even then, the signal strength is much higher than Rogers. And now, as promised, we're gonna do equal distance loading test for multiple websites and applications. We're sitting right in between the 2 routers, and we're going to be loading multiple websites a couple of times just to have an average speed time and kind of figure out which one is faster. First, we're going to load Google website. And as you can see, all of these tests, Bell is coming out strong. Keep in mind that we are at the same distance from both routers. And despite that, the device connected to Bell seems to have much faster load time. Now we're going to move on to loading YouTube. And as you can see, we have the same results. Bell router seems to be consistent with their speed test results. And just to make it more fun, we're going to load Bell website on the device that's connected to Bell Wi-Fi. And we're going to load Rogers website on the device that's connected to Rogers internet. And again, we're going to do it multiple times. And as you can see, Bell is still consistently coming out on top. Now we're going to try to buy something from Apple's website. And again, as you can see, Bell seems to load everything much faster than Rogers. And this completes our test results. Clearly, we have Bell as the winner of these tests. And we do understand that the positioning might be a reason for this type of results. But keep in mind that the technicians were requested to install the routers at the most optimal place. I hope this helps. Leave a comment about what you think about this and what are your experiences with these companies. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.